What's up, y'all? This is China here with the Indie as Fuck podcast, and I got my guy Yelohill here. The first question that I like to ask every single artist is, what makes you indie as fuck, Yelohill?
What makes me indie as fuck?
Yes.
Indie meaning like independent, right?
Yeah.
I do everything myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, first and foremost, thank you for having me here
Yes,
for sure.
of course.
It's a pleasure. I've been wearing LRG since I was in like 5th grade, 6th
Oh,
grade.
hell yeah.
I had everything. My mom had me with all the LRG fits, but what makes me indie? I do everything myself, right? So
Yeah.
I have a distribution exclusively with Empire.
Oh, nice.
But I'm not signed to any major record label or anything like that. And I utilize everybody around me.
Uh-huh.
I utilize like the videographers and I utilize other people that help me get my foot in the doors in different places. But yeah, man, I feel like me being indie is nobody can tell me what to do with my program. I just run my own program.
Yeah.
I run my own program at the end of the day.
And at the end of the day, you know what? Just you have been doing that, and I've been seeing your progression just throughout the years. Like I've been following like who you are. So when they were like, Yelohill wants to come on, I was like, oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. So talk about just being the light on top of the hill and what that means. I see you got that big chain on, but like, what does that actually mean for you?
It means leading people to like the light. So I have different music. I'm a musician, obviously, first and foremost, but I feel like beyond that, when it comes down to me religiously speaking, Jesus Christ saved my life. Mm-hmm. He's my Lord. He's my Savior. I feel like I feel like, what's the word I'm looking for? I really have like a meaning behind what I'm supposed to be doing on this earth besides just putting out musicianship and artistry.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like I have to lead people into the right direction no matter how much music I'm putting out or what I'm putting out. There always has to be like a meaning behind everything I'm doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we leading people to like get off of drugs, or we leading people to like focus on something that's positive as opposed to like grabbing a pistol, like grab a camera, grab a microphone, grab something that's going to uplift the community and what's going to make you evolve and metamorphosize as a person and help others along the way.
No, most definitely. And I feel like you have been such a pivotal leader, especially just, I mean, like your upbringing. Like I love, like, first of all, y'all, he wasn't born in LA, like born in Brooklyn, New York, for like 2 seconds, right? So you were there for like 2 seconds.
2 seconds.
2 seconds. You made your way to LA.
Actually, you know what? My mom. So I had a conversation with my mom. This was like 2 weeks ago because I had to go get my birth certificate to get my passport.
Gotcha.
So I went over there and then I looked at my birth certificate and it said Kaiser Permanente, West Los Angeles.
Oh,
so
shoot.
I thought that I was born out there, but then my mom was just like, no, you were born here. And then we went out there for a little while and came back. So realistically, I was born in West Los Angeles.
Okay. Never mind. But that's dope though. So your family was out in is your mom from New York?
She's from Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, she's from out there.
So you have like a lot of your family out there too? Or
yeah,
what?
I got some uncles and aunts and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So talk about like just being brought up in Los Angeles. I know like you had like a really cool, interesting childhood because you had like a mixture of both of the worlds. You know what I mean? Like you were out there getting experience out in the streets, just doing your thing, but also too like a child actor and like taking that route. So explain that.
Yeah, I feel like in the beginning parts of my life, it was a mixture of both, right? Because I would walk around malls and you'd have like these talent agents and they'll come up to me and be like, they'll come up to my mom and be like, does your kid want to be in acting?
Oh my God, I remember those.
You remember those, right?
I remember those at the mall too.
They'd have a clipboard and everything. Yeah, they had the clipboard. Right. And I'm like, my mom was like, okay, well, this is gonna make some money. This is gonna, you know, every mom I feel like and dad wants to see their child do something like that. Like, oh, my kid's gonna be in movies. Like,
oh yeah, hell yeah.
So I got involved with that and it just got to be too expensive, right? Because you had to do like the SAG union cards, and you have to pay like a monthly fee, and the fees that we had to pay were like outweighing what I was actually making off of doing the acting.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So fell off of that, and then.
But that's actually cool to know that actually like going to one of those agencies, you will actually get placements on shows.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
it worked.
like,
It
okay,
worked.
so
Some people thought it was a scam.
Right.
Yeah, some people thought it was a scam, and it's not a scam. It's really just like, I guess it's just situational. Some people have good experiences, and then some people have bad experiences. They're like, man, I went up there and they took my money and nothing, but I got to be on different shows though.
What was your favorite show that you were on? Like, what's like the most like standout, most profound one that you're really proud of?
Shit. It was really, the most fun was to be probably Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But like That's So Raven and Feel of the Future was like, it was dope too. It was dope. It was cool, but I felt like Malcolm in the Middle was just super fun though. Like the cast, and they had us in tree houses and doing wild shit. It was tight. It was cool. It was cool. I had a cool. And then you get to take off. It's crazy. You get to take off of school. They get the craft service.
Yeah.
You know, you get the like your little milks, cookies, your food, lunch. You got a tutor there. Like it was dope for sure.
That's cool that you got to experience that and just like show you that side of life.
Yeah.
But talk about like the other side of your life and growing up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, shortly after that, it just kind of just like, it just went from here and then just kind of went down. And you go through your trials and tribulations, especially just being in the streets, like just being in the streets. And I feel like that became the foundation in the home after a while, as a lot of those aspects of my life kind of fell by the wayside.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just like, I just kind of got involved with this and that. And it was a turbulent, it was definitely treacherous for sure.
Okay, but I love the fact in 2017 you decided to really just take music as therapy and really start like releasing and like expressing like these emotions of like what you've dealt with just in life and stuff like that. And I feel like that's what started building up your genuine fan base. For the most part. So talk about that and just wanting to use music as therapy.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't have an outlet. So when I was going through what I was going through in the streets, was just like depression and emotional baggage I was carrying and abandonment issues, a lot of the stuff that a lot of people deal with.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I would deal with it by just drinking or like blowing or like, you know, going to just do something I'm not supposed to be doing. And music just came about, and I was just organically in the studio with one of the homies, and he was like, get on this beat. So I got on the beat, I rapped on it, and he was like, bro, hold on, you kind of tight. I'm like, bro, shut up. Because I'm just thugging. Like, I'm not really tripping on like doing anything real with this shit. You feel me? I'm just in the studio with the homie. He raps. I trap. So like, I mean, I've kind of I was like, let me take it serious, and then we put together like a music video on the song. He's like, let's just put together a music video and song for you, bro, because you tight, bro. You got the hair, nigga, you got an image to you, bro. And I'm like, all right, well, shit, let's do it. And then once I seen like the feedback and like people like, oh, we need more of this, I could right then and there, I'm like, all right, let's do it. Let's try to take it a little bit more serious this time.
And I feel like you people took it like as soon as you came out. I feel like it's been like a serious thing, which is why like again, like you have such a strong fan base. But talk about like your style and what makes you so different, Yelohill. I'm a Martian, man. I feel like I could that's what a lot of people call me, like just a Martian, because I could just adapt and do anything, all different types of styles, right? Like I feel like my story is just as important as everybody else's. It's just the way that I kind of put it out there artistically definitely has a different and individualistic viewpoint on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I love the fact that you know about the dreamer's disease and like know like to do this and like to take the steps that we're doing, especially as like independent artists and like doing our own hustle. Like you have to be a little delusional to like really just push, you know, this program until like you catch the world on for the most part. Yeah, you do. Yeah. You do. Until the delusion becomes it becomes your hustle. Yeah. And then your hustle turns into a career, and then the career turns into entrepreneurship, and then the entrepreneurship turns into generational wealth. Right? And so a lot of people look at the beginning process of what you're doing as like, this nigga crazy, right? Like, or he's doing too much, or like he's not really, he's like tripping out. Like, what is he? Until it starts to work, then they're like, oh, okay, for sure, yeah. Yeah. So you got to believe in yourself, no matter what. I don't care if it's your significant other, mom, dad, sister, uncle. If they telling you that it's like, you know, you tripping out in the most nicest way possible, fuck them. You know what? I was watching an interview that you did, and you said something that had me think about things a little different. You were just talking about, even for like family members, friends, your girl, your dude, or whatever, if they're not supporting like what you're doing, you have to let them out of your life. And
for sure.
Like you have to keep them, like even if it's your family or people that are close to you, to push like what you need to do. If you're going to be the breadwinner or whatever, like people need to give you that space and like also just, you know, like support what you're doing.
Yeah. No, definitely. Yeah, you have to. You gotta fire who you gotta fire in your life. Just like you fire people at like an agency, a job. If you're the CEO of a company, you gotta let people go if it's not working out. It's the same thing, and it's harder to do that with people that you love because you have so many memories with them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like your own individual passion and career mindset, that has to be like first and foremost under God to me. Yeah. You know, until you get to where you need to be, then you can kind of be lenient with shit.
When would you say this journey with God began for you?
I mean, I've been in the church since I was a kid.
Okay.
I've been in the church since I was a kid. But I would be falling asleep in there.
Same.
I would be falling asleep in church. I'll be like at church and my mom would be like, wake up. I'll be like, this is boring, bro. You got because at first I went to a Presbyterian church. Presbyterian churches, they're real like old school with the hymns and.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting there and I'm just every morning, like every Sunday, I'm just falling asleep. So I didn't really get into it, but it wasn't until, I feel like it's not until like you really go through some stuff that you start to really find God in those moments. Because if everything's going right in your life, what do you need God for, right? But when you go through like these trials and these problems and these down patches and rough patches, I feel like that's where you meet God at the most, because who else to run to? You can run to your mom. She can't fix this. You can run to your dad. There's certain things that nothing, not even money can fix, that literally God's going to fix for you. I just know it because I've been down in that dump before, like in the swamp, you know, and I'm just like, no amount of money, nothing could do anything for you besides God. So I want to say, like, when I started really like gang banging for real, like, or just doing all that, like just really going through my street shit, like, that's when I found God for sure.
So let's talk about this new music.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's going well. It's going well. I'm on a run right now. I dropped like 3-4 music videos. And
I know. No, I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this the expectation we can see throughout the year of 2025? Just constant drops?
Constant drops.
Are you just making a statement right now?
Nah, man. Like, you know, I always do. You know, I tend to do this. And then I'll kind of slow down. Then I'll tend to do this and slow down. So there'll always be this like up and down shit. So I said I owe it to myself and to the fans and supporters and people that are invested in me that I need to just keep this constant thread of just dropping going on. So like now it's just like, I mean, tonight I'm dropping.
Okay, shit.
Then the next week after that, and then maybe, you know, a week and a half after that, I'm just going to keep it going.
It'll be really dope. I know you touched on it and you said that you're going to, like, you and your girl are going to start, like, you want to get back into acting. She's going to get into modeling and stuff like that. But incorporating, like, little skits. Like, you need to make, like, a little, like, a skit music video and, like, start incorporating, like, the acting and stuff within it, right? Wouldn't that be dope?
Yeah, no, we actually have, like, 4 or 5 music videos where we're acting in them. It's just hood stories, but it's dope. It's dope.
Okay,
Tales from the Hood, Tell of a Gangster, it happened in LA. There's a couple of them out there.
Okay. Are you gonna be dropping a project this year? Like an album or?
Yeah, I feel like I am. I just want to drop singles right now though.
Okay.
Yeah. Just to kind of like get people more in tune with what I'm doing now. Yeah. Yep.
As far as like LA rappers right now, who have you been kind of just tuned into and really impressed with their journey?
Shit, man. I feel like everybody in LA doing their thing right now.
Right. There's so many.
We got a spotlight on us because Kendrick kind of gave us that little.
Yeah, sure.
He tossed the baton.
Well deserved too. Yeah, well deserved.
So I feel like everybody on the Kendrick album doing their thing. It's a bunch of them. I respect every artist. Yeah, I respect every artist for sure. Who I'm listening to maybe in the car, LA artist right now, I like Chito Ranas. He's tight.
Okay, yeah, he's sick.
It's a gang. It's a gang of them. I listen to Jay Worthy. Who else? There's a couple of them, bro. It's Dodie Six is tight. I like that young nigga shit, man. That shit hard. Just that tripper. But I also like the deep shit. Lecrae, I fuck with Lecrae. Miles Minnick. Yeah, bro. I could go on. I got to give the flowers to RJ too. RJ, I always fuck with RJ because he kind of gave me my start. But yeah, it's so many people, bro. It's so many people for sure.
Okay, so what song are you gonna be doing for our LRG Treehouse mic performance today?
Bro, it's in between two. It's in between one. I might do Really That, or I might do Really That, or Pipe Down, or one of those. I ain't decided yet. We'll figure it out. I got it right here. I got them on the Gmail, so I'm good. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Yelohill, for coming to the LRG headquarters for the Indie as Fuck podcast. You came a long way since Shakey's Pizza. That used to be my spot, by the way.
Yeah.
By the way, he's never had a job since. Like, when was your Shakey's job? That was like your first job, like,
yeah,
ever,
it was a minute ago. I remember that shit too. I love that shit. That shit was fun.
They have some really good mojo potatoes.
They do. The pizzas, the personal pizza. Shout out to Shake. I need to do a deal with Shakey's.
You really need to do a deal with Shakey's.
I might do a little Yelohill pizza with pineapples on it.
Okay, right. But I love the journey, and you just keep on just doing your thing out here. So thank you for coming. Peace, y'all.
Appreciate you.